throws it down.
Yeah, Luka Doncic keeping the defense honest by creating for his teammates. Pretty.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on.
Like a bad girl whining. If you want, chop me at the time. The body stay hot in the behind. Down the beat and rewind it. Rewind. You wanna ring down the phone. But the boy can't let me alone. Tap to me back. Bad man, girl, try and things get rough.
For the girl who on a Friday, for the girl take the pan a Tuesday, for the goon them a move. Bambi and herb them on the walk.
Me need a woman who know fi wine up. Me need a woman who know fi why them a pre me like TV. I find out who a rude boy have a money have a fly now. Me want every weekend get a new hot girl every season. All the guys are the way and the reason. Wanna turn it up a dog and a demon. Knife shot mud. Still coke in my hand on my phone on the way up on the share replay no walk up the place. Hot girl don't know rock up the place. Share replay no walk up the place. Hot girl don't know rock up the place.
Like a bad girl whining. If you want, chop me at the time. The body stay hot in the behind. Down the beat and rewind it. Rewind. You wanna ring down the phone. But the boy can't let me alone. Tap to me back. Bad man, girl, try and things get rough. Wind up slowly, like you know me. I'm ready, baby, so come and hold me. Wind up slowly, like you know me. I'm ready, baby, so come and hold me. Like a bad girl whining. If you want, chop me at the time. The body stay hot in the behind. Down the beat and rewind it. Rewind. You wanna ring down the phone. But the boy can't let me alone. Tap to me back. Bad man, girl, try and things get rough.
This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Oh, a sensational play. Adjusting in midair to elude the defender, just couldn't finish.
From deep, Morant. Rebound by Philadelphia. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Allie, thank you. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here are the 76ers. Down low. Embiid, good.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Outside for Morant. With the floater. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's George. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Here's Jackson. Here's Edey. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Wells. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Grimes. And he lays it up and in.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Wells. A quick shot there. It's off target. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points.
You can tell Maxey enjoys moving the ball. He looked
every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Shot to stop the run. Morant, no good. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 8-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter here. And Maxey, here we go. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
To the middle. 26 seconds left in the first quarter here. Three-pointer. Kennard with the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Aldama. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Here's Kennard. They get it again. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Sixers on.
22.
And a If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Off good. The Sixers lead by 9. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Brian.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Inside, George lays it up and in off the pretty assist. George has got 6.
What a read by Maxey. Sees how the play opens up and sends the ball that way. And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Nice shot by George. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
Maxey on the wing. 12 points for him.
Bing on the like, hey, 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 hey. Shoot my shot like, hey. Hit it like, hey. Hit spot like, hey, 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 hey. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target. I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shooting my shot like, hey. Hit it like, hey. Finger on it like, hey, 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 hey. It's not one of us now. I got more than I ain't subbing yet. I can't keep a lookout. I got too much that I'm looking at. Bands on top of bands be falling over when my door slam. I can't pay your bills just like he did. I need finance. I was being real, not like he did. Where you find them? Put them on a leash and make them think back to everything they said. They know it's me, I don't yell. Talking about network when I got it all in my bill. Say less when you say something, cause you always getting upset. Say no, but I never get depressed in, so it's on red. Only coming in late when I look clean, I'ma make a mess. They don't see me, but I see they face when I make a mess. Yeah, keep your head down, boy, I'll never be the same now, boy, yeah. Just got a new whip. 50, it's a difference. Ain't nobody see me winning, but I be here in a minute. They just wanna see me different. Kick back when I count million. Now they wanna hide when it ain't safe, but they don't do it and they play game. And they like everyone for a little bit when they hate at the same time. If I don't like you, you get yeah. 808 with a drum kick, got it. Just saying where I'm at now. I was in yams, but I just left. Let's go. Had to call game on the first, and it ain't work. Say they only want a little bit, but they always hitting up my phone. I'm all alone when it get tough now, and I laugh when it's time to go. Yeah, I don't miss you, you don't do enough for me to diss you, but I put a party on a big yacht, and I want you to come kick it. Keep your head down, boy, I'll never be the same now, boy, yeah. Just got a new whip with a V8 and it make noise, yeah. Them boys in a Civic going 50, there's a difference. Ain't nobody see me winning, but I be here in a minute. They just wanna see me different. Kick back when I count million. Now they wanna hide when it ain't safe, but they don't do it and they play game. And they like everyone for a little bit when they hate at the same time. If I don't like you, you get me.
This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Joel Embiid.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. We've got Kristaps Porzingis. He's out there with DeAndre Ayton. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Walker, and it's Allen in at the 2. And for the Hawks, we've got Ball, Clint Capella out there with Washington. Then it's Jordan Poole. Well, Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well,
Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
Takes it inside, and he dunks it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Allen. No good. Off the glass. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
And Allie, thanks.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, following the score by Atlanta. No luck on that one. Capella with the defensive effort. Washington passes to Ball. Floats one. Here's Poole. And Ayton pulls it down. For Orlando, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Free throw good, Walker. That one misses. Walker with a steal. Porzingis passes to Ayton. Capella with the defensive effort.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Knocked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Porzingis. He nails it, and we're tied.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
Washington passes to Poole. Back to Ball. From deep. Here's Capella. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And just so active for his size, Capella is hard to guard.
Capella hits them both. The Magic have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Walker for 3. Doesn't go for him. For Atlanta, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And there's a defensive 3-second call. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Pass the ball to the right side. The 3 from Washington. And it's Orlando with a rebound. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team.
Now here's Ball. No points yet. Back to Washington. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Capella. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense. Trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Ball into the lane. Got a hand on it. Here's Dampier, averaging around 5 points a game. Offensive rebound. Outside, Green. Connects. The jumper drops.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Ball passes to Nowitzki. Ben Simmons is checked in for Pippen.
15 seconds. In for the Magic. Number 4, Ben Simmons.
Pass to Nowitzki. From 13. That shot, no good. Here's Orlando. A big stretch here going. 10 to 2. Now Simmons. The 3 is up. Can't get it to drop. Here's Nowitzki. From outside the arc. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Here's Christie. Connects from downtown. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here we go. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Here's Green. Excellent D there from Embiid.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
For three, Allen. Atlanta with the rebound. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Pass the ball. Now here's Embiid. It's stolen by Green. In transition. For three, Allen. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from three and capitalized.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead. They're K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
The Hawks leading. Setting the floor for the Magic. We've got Green, and it's Allen in at the 2. Christie's shot is off. Well, Orlando shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Pass to Dampier. Back to Green. The kick out to Simmons. Dives for it. Three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
On the wing, Green jacks up a 3. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Embiid. Here's Christie. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Christie's got 7 points. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Next up, the Knicks in New York. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
They get it back. Dampier misses. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Orlando calls timeout. Checked in for Orlando. And now let's see who is leading the league in steals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
And no surprise he's at the top of this list. His aggressiveness and opportunistic attitude on defense helps this team so much.
Orlando has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Aiden. The kick out to Walker. Takes a three. He drops it from range. And the Magic lead by 1.
Love seeing this from Aiden. Dependable at finding his teammates in their spots.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Here's Dillingham. 15 in his last outing. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And the jam by Walker.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Dillingham. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
This helps build their lead. They're having a solid second quarter at the free throw line.
Here's Dillingham. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Launches it. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. There's a screen. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Christie, guarded by Bain. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Dillingham. No good with a layup. It's Walker on the wing. 6 points for him. Here's Jamison. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shai hitting the 3.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Here's Dillingham. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. On the take. Pass to Wiggins. Here's the 3. And Atlanta misses again. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. To the inside, Jamison. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the line for him here. That one's off. And he misses the second one as well. So 0 for 2 that time. Here's Dillingham. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got 4 points in the quarter. Orlando trailing here. To the paint. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Oluwaseyi. No points so far. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Wiggins. Here's Dillingham. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 2.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Pass to Bain. There's the 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando ahead, leading by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the man half court.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion,
a look here now at the Magic. They're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run.
Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA. Man, is he off to a strong start. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Dillingham, and it's Christie in at the 2. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Pass to Nowitzki, 4 on the clock. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Allen with it. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Dillingham. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Orlando on D. It's a 3-point game. 6 to shoot. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Wiggins down low. Look on Walker. Wiggins, no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Magic leading by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're pushing it up. Nowitzki, that one's good. Nowitzki's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Outside Walker. Fires from deep. And Olowokandi pulls it down. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Walker passes to Ayton. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And the Magic lead by 6.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You look at Atlanta, with great effort over a long season. They're second in the conference. And, of course, the Magic, they're sitting with the 3rd seed.
Checking out Atlanta, they've been relentless competitors all season long. They've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
Tipped, and he's able to get it back. And it's Capella with the jam. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
The Magic have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Off target at the rim. The Hawks trailing. Pass the ball. For the tie. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Pippen. Green, the pass to Simmons. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. Capella, the pass to Ball. To the inside. Poole. For the lead. Washington outside. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Well, Orlando shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Over to the left wing. Here we go, one-on-one. Guarded by Poole. Excellent D there from Capella. Hawks trail by 3. Poole, right side. Ball outside. For the tie. Rebound by the Magic. Dampier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Simmons. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 1:43 left in the 3rd quarter here. Crafty move. And he can't get that one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Poke loose. Out to the right wing. From deep, here's Simmons. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Murphy.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Orlando. Walker comes in for Green.
Oh, my.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ball passes to Poole. Ball taking his time here. Just 5 on the clock. Walker covering. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Pass to Dampier. Now Simmons. Right side Porzingis. Here's Dampier. Walker with it from the arc. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Orlando ahead, up 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. Ben Simmons is out there with Desmond Bane. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Walker, and it's Dampier in at the 5, roaming the paint. Aiden, he's checked in for Orlando. Allen comes in for Desmond Bane.
And though he let one get away, he pushed this to a 2-possession lead.
Orlando leading by 4. Porzingis sets a screen. Right side, Walker. Offline with a 3.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
And stolen by Porzingis. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Up the floor. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, solid inside play by Aiden. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
2 shots.
That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. Ball with it. LaMelo down the lane, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And the acceleration off the drive is amazing. Ball can be tough to catch up to.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Magic leading by 4. And here's Simmons. Allen outside. Fires in the triple.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
To the middle. Here's Washington. The rebound by Allen. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Simmons finds Allen. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
And he's got such great hands. Aiden corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Teams will make substitutions. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Gilgeous Alexander against Gordon. The 3, Porzingis. Gordon pulls it in. Hawks trail by 7. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Green. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Free throw good. Green. And both free throws good for Green. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Gordon outside. Ball passes to Wiggins. Now Embiid. And Embiid fires it home.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins attacks.
And that's the scoring threat of Wiggins. The defense, too jumpy.
His first, team second. Andrew Wiggins. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Wiggins. And Wiggins drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Jamison. Allen with it. A clear look for Green. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
A mobile attacking player. Wiggins' teammates and coaches love when he uses his physical tools to his advantage.
The kick out to Ball. Green against Wiggins. Launches a three. That shot missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And that one's good. Green.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Gordon, the pass to Embiid. Orlando with the rebound. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Down low. Oh, deflected. Gordon with a steal. And it's Ball off the drive. And Ball throws it down.
A phenomenal athlete. Ball's teammates love when he knifes inside and finishes with power.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Wiggins.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down. Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Allen outside. Three-pointer, no good. Hawks trail by 7. Here's Ball. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. So Orlando ends up going with a new group. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Here's Pippen. Left side Walker. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
Team 4. 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. Orlando making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
Timeout. Magic. Hachimura's checked in for the Hawks. Dillingham comes in for Pritchard. Simmons looking around. And he banks in the layup.
Answering the call. Ben Simmons, huge biggest moment.
Hawks trail by 5. Ball left side. The steal. In transition, the Magic on the run. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. The Hawks have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Walker covering. Pass to Dillingham from behind the arc. Here's Capella. Hachimura outside. There's Ball with a 3. Orlando with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Capella with it. Back to Ball. Hachimura from long range. Blocked. Hachimura covering. 4-3. Ball with the rebound. And here's Dillingham from the arc. No good there. So it's Orlando picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win. Whatever the...
Allie, thank you as always.
Excuse me while I flex. That's to my left. You're bad with bad breath. For bags I do conquest. Find bag then I collect. No, that love. Like geeks know every spec.